Good day, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is Khoisan Talks. On this channel, we focus on Khoisan culture, Khoisan spirituality, Khoisan religion, our communities, and our social events. Today, we are joined by the beautiful Miss DJ. She's normally the lady behind the camera, so now you can put a face to it. And today we are sitting in the desert at
Namib Desert Dune Star.
Namib Desert
No,
Dune Star.
Namib Desert Lodge. And we just came from Desert Grace. Hi everybody, sorry. She introduced me already. So, yes, we just came from the beautiful Desert Grace. Where everything was built from the fossilized dune sands, and the color of it is pink, like the ostrich feathers that we got as a gift as we just arrived here now. It has been a beautiful couple of days here in the desert. So our lovely sister here can tell us a bit more about her experience. It's her first experience here, and what she's experienced and what we've been through, and how everything just came together.
So, as I said in previous videos, I am visiting Namibia, which is the neighboring country of South Africa. Also, a very big Khoisan nation is here. And we, as you can see behind us, there are fossilized dunes, which means the dunes are so old that they became fossils. Yes, they became fossilized. And we've been here since we arrived.
We've been here 5 days now, 6 days.
We've been here 5-6 days. There's a couple of short videos that we made, just exploring and showing everybody the environment and what's been happening. These beautiful oryxes grazing behind us right now as we speak. And we are at a lodge. So, DJ, can you tell us more about the birds and the oryxes and the springboks and the animals that we see around us? I know that you do a lot of these trips, and you were explaining to me about the nests,
the bird nests that we have in Namibia, especially in this side, in the south. We're actually in the south now of Namibia. And usually with the bird's nest, they grow as big as, I don't know how many kgs. It goes roughly up to 50 kgs a nest. They take up to 5 to 30 years to build a nest of minimum 100 birds. It's like a social gathering. It's like weaver's nest, they call it. And can you still remember the tree's name? The acacia tree that they only build their nests in this side of the world.
As a matter of fact,
we have one somewhere behind.
Behind us is one.
So it takes around about minimum 100 birds to 500 birds socializing in this one nest that is built. Like I said,
it takes quite a while to build the nest, doesn't it?
5 to 30 years, yes. It takes to build this one nest, and it's actually a beautiful sight to see. There's a lot of oryx, and people in Namibia love meat. So every day on the menu is always game, springboks or oryx, or it's like a meat country. It's a carnivorous country that we have here in Namibia. And the springbok is they usually every 6 months. Their gestation period is every 6 months. They give birth to new little ones. And a oryx, we will show you an oryx shortly. I think there's short videos that we have taken that my sister here will upload. One oryx, the male oryxes, is so domineering. They have up to 70 wives, we can say, women. They have up to 70 wives, and they run at a speed of 100 kilometers
an hour.
Wow. 100 kilometers an hour they run actually, and they can actually kill lions also with their horns. If you see their horns, it's usually in a V shape. Then you know it's a male, and usually the female's horns is in a U shape. So they have killed lions before with those horns, and they're afraid of nobody. They stand still when they see you. And then we have the little birds, very intelligent creatures here. We don't have big fives here in the south, like lions or rhinos or things like that. That's further down to the north, where our Etosha Game Reserve is. So you'll find the big fives, all the animals there, the endangered species and everything. But right now we're just in pure nature with the fossilized dunes and the most beautiful sunsets. You'll also find this side of the world. So what was your best experience here, Miss Sabina?
The first day we arrived, no, not the first day, the second day we arrived, I took a walk up to the dunes, the fossilized dunes, by myself. And the energy that I felt when I was there is something that I cannot explain. It is a calmness, it is a peace, there's a sense of serenity, as a matter of fact, in this entire area that we are sitting right now. And the Khoisan have been here for thousands. Well, we estimate 200,000 years. There are rock paintings that dates back 70 to 80,000 years here. And so when you come here, the connection to that energy, to that spirit is so palpable that you can't help but just absorb it, you know. And the reason why I myself wanted to come to the desert is to connect with nature again, and to connect with the animals and the trees and this ancient ground that Khoisan have been walking on for, like we said, plus minus 200,000 years. So to experience that, to walk the path of our ancestors, and to know that there are places here that they prayed, that I also prayed now. That connection was just the most amazing experience ever. And then, of course, learning about the different animals and how the birds in particular. I love birds. Most people know they are one of my favorite animals. And to find out that these birds, there are videos that we made.
Yes.
Of the nests that they build, and they can house up to 500 birds. It's a community nest. It's a nest of togetherness and community. And the guide that explained to us said they also travel, these birds. They're very smart. They'll go away for a weekend
or weeks, 2 weeks
or
even,
2
on
weeks
holidays before they come back.
And then they just return back to the nest. And the nest can last up to 900 years. No, the tree lasts up to 900 years.
Yeah, the acacia tree. That's why they choose that tree to weave their nests in.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in this, I find great spirituality, great sense of community, great connections, because these animals behave like human beings. Working together, a nest can take up to 30 years to build. And so the bigger the community gets, the bigger the nest gets. And that inclusion, that togetherness is just so amazing.
That's amazing. I want to show you guys some oryxes that I just spoke about now. Yes.
So the camera is going to switch a bit. Right? And what you will first see the lodge that we are at. So we're going to show you a little bit of the lodge as well as the camera moves.
There we go, the oryx. That is a male. And there's a few more. And there they came to the waterhole. It's man-made waterhole from the lodge. What they do, and that is what it looks like here. The 77 little rooms, the lodges we have. There we go.
And that's a watering hole. Right there is the watering hole. You can actually see the oryx will all be grazing around that watering hole.
Miss Sabiha, my sister, you were so mesmerized with the stars the past couple of days of us being here. What was your experience? How was it for you? Because we saw so many shooting stars and the eclipse happened here. Seeing that we had all these eclipses happening also. Tell me more about it. How do you feel about it? I've seen it so many times.
I need to find the words to explain. So because we are in the desert and there's no lights around us anywhere, once you start walking into the desert away from the large areas, it is the only thing that illuminates the sky and the land is the moon and the stars. And it's so spectacular to see the different stars and the constellations and how they how they actually look, for lack of a better word. You can see the Milky Way so clearly from this angle. And
Thank you so much.
as a matter of fact, we had a guest with us recently, and they take pictures for Gondwana. This is the lodges that we've been visiting in Namibia, and tonight they'll be taking astrological pictures of the Milky Way, because it is so apparent here. And so being able to connect to the stars and to the universe was so much easier. It was because there's nothing distracting you. There's nothing around you distracting you. Nothing at all. And so that instant feeling of being part of nature, being part of the universe, being part of the creation was so spectacular. Another thing that really was very spiritual for me was the connection with the moon. Everything, because of the altitude of Namibia, it's as if you can touch the stars. You can touch the moon.
It's almost like it's reaching the ground.
Yes.
It's like you were surrounded by this, what do we call it? Like this protection layer.
Yes.
In a circular mode, where we are right now. It felt like that. Like we were protected from all sides and all around. It's like you can just reach out and touch the stars. That's how close they feel. We are where we are.
And speaking of that, the protection of that the environment gives when you are in it is, again, the word is palpable. You can feel it, you can sense it. And it was just magnificent. It is such a magnificent experience. We will do more videos in the next coming days, but this is just an introduction to where we are. And as I promised that I would make videos and send it to you guys, in these videos, I'm hoping that everybody gets that sense of tranquility that I got, that the energies of this place carries through the screen onto the viewers, onto you guys, and it energizes you. The energetic field here in the desert is something that I've never experienced before.
It's a calmness and tranquility that you can't explain if you don't experience it yourself. And but I thank you for having me on the podcast today to say a word or two, because I'm not camera shy, but I'm not one for being in the limelight on the camera. So Yes, our transport also picking us up soon, so that's why we have to end the video. We were just mesmerized by all of this, and we said, shot, before we leave, we have to do this. We've been wanting to do this since we got here, but things got crazy busy. But here we are, and we hope you enjoy what we've shared with you and our experiences, but we will be sharing more. Thank you so much. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on what you've seen and what you like, and how we can still improve our videos, and what you would like to hear from Namibia and the Khoisan people, and on Khoisan Talks. So we will just do our best to improve and meet your needs, what you need. And I thank you. Hand over to my lovely sister here to finish up. Thank you so much.
It was lovely having you on the channel.
It was great being here.
Yeah, being in front of the camera, not behind the camera directing.
Thank you so much.
And we also thank you for giving us this opportunity to come to Namibia, to come to the desert, and for all the effort you made in making this such an auspicious occasion, and being able to experience all these things. So viewers, thank you so much for joining us again today. I pray that our Father keeps you. I pray that the energies of this environment that we are in, our environment, this land that we are in, this sacred land, like I said, penetrates right through the camera onto you, and that you feel energized and revitalized, and that you connect, and that you're able to connect. Gosh, the birds in the mornings were just spectacular. They wake you up at 5, and that's how the day goes, as you can hear right now on the video.
And I'll say cheers.
Chirping. And she says cheers. On that note, God bless, keep safe. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye,
Ciao.
everyone.
It's a very simple.